Give me the call, give me everything, you could bring the melody. Can I go on now?
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Leah, and as you can see today from the title, I'm going to be doing Unpopular Opinion Relationship Edition. So I'll be sharing with you guys some of the things I feel are unpopular opinions on relationships. So that's what we are doing today. But before then, if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? You should subscribe. Join this family. If you're like watching my video for like the fourth time, you should be subscribed already. Why? Please subscribe. It's very easy. The button is just down below. Please do so. Thank you very much. So yeah, the very first one I'm going to be talking about today on my unpopular opinion has to be happiness. I feel like happiness is something you should create yourself. Happiness is something you should find a way to have without necessarily relying on someone else. Having to rely on someone else for your happiness sake is something that I think is very unhealthy. If you're going into a relationship, you should go there with yourself as a happy person, not because you're trying to look for happiness. Happiness is something you create. So if you're not a happy person, I don't even feel like you can bring happiness to the other person as well. So try as much as possible to be happy on your own before going into a relationship, so you won't be expecting the person to give you all the happiness in the world when you can actually create the happiness yourself. That's my number one. Another thing I feel like is underrated, which is my second unpopular opinion, has to be communication. Yes, most people say yes, communication is key, but then it's not a lot of people that actually practice it. In most relationships, you see that people don't really communicate as much as they should be communicating. They communicate, they gist on normal things, but then the things they should be talking about in a relationship, most of the times they're not even doing it. They're just gisting about things that are not so important, just talking and whiling away time when they should be talking about the important things in their relationship. So I feel like communication is something that is very much underrated. Another thing I feel like is underrated as well, which is going to be my third popular opinion, has to be define what you are doing. When you're about entering a relationship, you should definitely try as much as possible to define what you're doing. If you're going in as friends with benefits, define it. If it's boyfriend girlfriend relationship, define it, so as not to after some time you now be asking, okay, what are we doing? Do you understand? It's very important that you try as much as possible to define what you are doing. The next one has to be PDA. I personally don't feel like you have to show so much PDA. It doesn't mean you don't love your partner, especially on social media, posting your partner here and there, and then you break up, you move to another person, you're posting all over again. It's just too much stress for me. I don't know. If you're fine with it, that's you. I'm just sharing with you my unpopular opinion. That's how I feel, that's how I see it. If it's fine by you, that's okay. I don't just feel like you have to be showing your partner every time on social media, unless you are married. Of course, if you are married, then you understand, okay, it's sealed, it's it's something that it's actually allowed. But if it's boyfriend girlfriend and then you're displaying, you're showing every day, I don't know. I don't feel like it's necessary. That's just how I feel. My opinion. And that thing has to be, it's very much okay to spoil your man. As much as you as a lady, you like to be spoiled with gifts, pampering and everything, it's okay for the guys to receive it as well. I know some girls that are very stingy. I don't know how it is, like how it's possible. You want to be spoiled, you want to get gifts, you want to be taken out, and then you don't feel like it's something you should do for somebody. I've told the guy before, let me take your turn. He was very surprised that I've never had a girl say that to me. It's not so much of a big deal. And this particular thing with gifts, we have this thing that is very common with Nigerian girls, and they've sold Nigerian girls so much on it, and they be like, during birthdays they usually get guys, and then Valentine's they usually get guys boxers and singlets. And I'm like, what? Who started this trend? Who made girls feel like, okay, boxers and singlets is something that you should be gifting your partner? I don't understand. Like, where did it start from? I feel like if you're getting your partner something like that, it should be something that, okay, it's just one of the gifts you are giving, not necessarily, okay, I'm gifting you something for your birthday and then I decide to buy you something, and of all things in the world, what I saw to get you is boxers and singlets. No way. We should do better as ladies. Try as much as possible to spoil your man as much as you want to be spoiled. Don't sit back and just relax and be like, okay, I'm the girl, he's going to take care of me all day. No, you should try as much as possible to put in the efforts. Spoil your man as well. Another thing I feel is very unpopular has to be love language. You need to understand your partner's love language as much as possible so that you can show them love the way they want to be loved, because most of the times we end up loving people not necessarily the way they want to be loved. We love them based on how we feel they should be loved. So it's okay, it's better to actually understand what your partner's love language is so that you can actually speak the language and love them the way they ought to be loved. It's very, very important, and you find that most times people don't even understand their partner's love language. So I feel like from the things they tell you they like doing, you already know. You should have an idea and hint of this is what my partner likes to do. So you should try as much as possible to love them and show them love that the way they want to be loved, not necessarily the way you feel they should be loved. And that one has to be, how long doesn't matter. If the relationship isn't working, it's not working. You just need to understand that. We have people holding on to relationships because it's been 4 years, it's been 5 years, it's been 6 years. How long doesn't matter. If it's not working, it's not working. Stop trying to force things. Stop trying to, okay, how am I going to start again? You will definitely start somewhere. You will see somebody else. The sky is big enough for every bird to fly. If that person is not for you, definitely find somebody else. So it's okay to let go. Stop holding on to some relationships just because of how long the relationship has been. It doesn't matter. That thing that I feel is unpopular opinion has to be being friends with your ex. I don't feel like it's a bad thing being friends with your ex, as long as you can put a limit to where the friendship ends. It doesn't mean because you're friends with your ex you're trying to find a way to sneak them back into your life in relationship with, because I feel like at some point you loved each other, you were friends as you were dating, so it's actually hard to become enemies with, or to just treat them like somebody that used to know you get. So for me, I don't feel like being friends with your ex is something that should be difficult. You should just try as much as possible. You're not together again, but then just be friends. It's okay. Another one has to be, stop posting emotional stuff on your status and WhatsApp, Instagram and everywhere just to solve your partner. They don't even care. They don't see they moved on already. Just move on. You shouldn't stress yourself doing things like that. The person already moved on. You doing that is just showing like it's just trying to show that maybe you're not over them, you're still thinking about them or something. Please drop them like a bad habit. Move on as well. Stop trying to solve them on social media by posting this, posting that. They're not even seeing it. They don't even care. Another thing I feel is unpopular is, I feel like in a relationship, your partner doesn't have the right to choose your friends for you. Don't get me wrong. If, okay, except maybe your friend has actually given them a reason, something that is tangible and reasonable enough as to why you shouldn't be friends. Not necessarily because the person is trying to be overprotected. The person is just trying to break the relationships you've had before meeting him. I don't feel like that's right. If the person is just trying to destroy the kind of friendships and relationships you've built over the years just for selfish reasons, I feel like that's wrong. But if someone is your friend and you've been cool with the person, your partner doesn't have to just come from somewhere, wake up one day and just decide, you know what, I don't want you being friends with that person. It's a no. You shouldn't allow it. Your friend is your friend, your boyfriend is your boyfriend. Just learn to separate those things. Let your friend be your friend, let your boyfriend be your boyfriend. Nothing has to be domestic violence. What? I'll never understand how people try as much as possible to give people excuses, try and excuse people for beating them. How do you I'm not trying to judge or something. I'm just trying to understand, how do you stay in a relationship where they are hitting you? I would never understand it. So I feel like it's a no-no. Stop trying to give excuses. And it's been good to me. It's been there for me. Just giving yourself silly excuses. If the chances are there, if he hits you once, it's definitely going to happen again. All this saying it was a mistake, it's a lie. It's going to happen again. I don't believe something like that is a mistake. It's definitely in you. It's something you, if you don't do it now, it's something you will still do it maybe after we are married. So it's just better, someone shows you that kind of trait, just try as much as possible to break it up. Stop giving people excuses and reasons to hurt you. Another thing has to be, toxic relationship is not cute. There's no how you want to define it. It's not cute. Stop trying to equate suffering as being a virtuous woman. You're trying to do tough love, and then the woman is suffering, and then they now equate, oh, she's been there for him, she's really been supportive, she's been through thick and thin with him, and then that makes her a virtuous woman. It's not. Stop equating tough love and suffering as the right way to love. It's toxic as hell. Just try as much as possible to avoid those kind of situations. If someone is not loving you the way you ought to be loved, the person is cheating on you, the person is hitting you and everything, and then you just keep forgiving, and then at the end of the day they come back and you accept the person, is a very toxic situation that you should try as much as possible to avoid. Stop equating suffering and being strong together. It's a different thing entirely. Stop trying to form strong, independent, and then you're suffering and equating suffering and being strong. It's totally different. I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop checking your partner's phone. I feel like the trust is a very important aspect of a relationship. If you don't have trust, then why are you even in the relationship? You don't need to stress yourself going through your partner's phone. I'm guilty of that. I've done it a couple of times, but then I've come to realize that what you're looking for, you definitely find it. If the person is giving you reasons to actually doubt them, if the person is giving you reasons to not trust them, there is a high tendency that, okay, the person is actually doing it. The person is actually doing what you're scared of. So you will definitely get the vibes. There is a kind of vibe you get if someone is cheating on you. So it's only normal. I just feel like going through your partner's phone is emotional stress and touch on its own, and it's just not worth it. You don't need the stress, you don't need the mental breakdown, because if you check, you're definitely going to find something, and what you're going to find is going to hurt you. And so it's better you just don't stress it at all. If you can't trust the person, there's no point. Stop going through your partner's phones. And the last one I think I'm going to be sharing on my unpopular opinion relationship edition list has to be, if your partner cheats on you as a girl or a guy, you don't have any business with the other person. The person you have a business with is your partner. You don't have the right to go and start harassing the other girl or guy because your partner is cheating. You have a business with your partner because your partner and you agreed to be in a relationship. It's your partner that actually broke the trust and everything you have in the relationship. It's your partner you should be dealing with. It's your partner you should be facing. You have issues of girls going to fight other girls, and I'll never understand that. How do you take it to the point that you're going to fight another girl? You're engaging in physical fights because of a guy. Even verbal abuse, I cannot do it because of a guy. Really, in 2020, you're still doing that. No, you shouldn't do that. If your partner is cheating, you have an issue with your partner. The other person has no issues. As long as I'm concerned, the person might not even know you exist. The person might not know you're in the picture. You don't know the lies your partner has been telling the person. Maybe the guy is telling the other girl, I'm single, my partner did this, she did that, she's like the worst person, she's like the worst thing that has happened to me. You never can tell. People lie a lot. So when you're in that kind of situation, the person you should be dealing with is your partner. And you also have issues of, married women going after, young girls, going to fight them because their husband is, cheating. And in my head, I'm like, you should be fighting with your husband. Your husband, your husband came to the altar to swear an oath to stay faithful to you. The other girl wasn't there. So why don't you just, try as much as possible to just avoid embarrassing yourself, because it's a very embarrassing situation if you ask me. Sort it out with your partner. Don't involve the other girl. So yeah, that's it on my unpopular opinion relationship edition list. Let me know what you guys think. You can also drop your unpopular opinion relationship edition down in the comment section. Let's all gist and get to hear from other people's points and perspective as well. Do you feel like I'm right in some of the things I said? Just let me know, guys. Please like, subscribe and share. If you've not subscribed, please do so. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, if you've not seen my previous videos, you can also check them out. I'll link some of my videos right here. So thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in my next video. And please don't forget to follow me on Instagram at __Delia. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.